Callum.
I'm Jordan.
I'm Ed. Welcome back to Real Thrills, your home of films and theme parks.
And welcome to
Missing Things.
a show all about your fun facts and references in different films this time. Then we're moving on to TV shows,
Then theme parks.
then theme parks, and finally a different one for you lot, video games.
That's his realm.
That's my
Yes.
realm.
Each month we're going to be tackling so many different
Movies.
topics at once. So basically, the genre will be films this time, but we won't talk about one specific one, we'll talk about all of them!
Because why not?
Not
Yes.
all of them. The ones
Why
that
not
we've
all the
watched.
films? Not
All
all
the
the
ones-
films in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, not all the films in the world, but all the facts you know, basically.
Because not everyone knows about some Easter eggs and things, so I'm going to start off with some Star Wars stuff. Because
Okay, wonderful.
Where
Yeah.
it's referenced in other films and, of course, references in Star Wars.
Yes.
For example, you guys probably didn't know, maybe you did, but in Phantom Menace, the ET species actually shows up in a Senate scene. I think that is goddamn hilarious.
That's also, yeah.
But it's also a reference to Steven Spielberg's filmmaking because they like to
Yeah.
reference each other's films
Because
throughout
they're
the
best
franchise.
mates.
Exactly, and that's one of just as many things. Also in Revenge of the Sith, there's a shot of the Millennium Falcon. If you pay very close attention, it's flying through Coruscant as Anakin crash lands. So that's
Yeah.
another fun fact for you.
Another fun fact about Star Wars is the fact that in Episode 3, the whole George Lucas the whole of the family of George Lucas appear.
And George Lucas's son is one of the Jedis that dies in Order 66. But yeah, that was a fun fact for you. But also, Toy Story is full of Star Wars references. Like, especially Toy Story 2,
Absolutely.
where Zurg is apparently Buzz Lightyear's dad. As he goes down the lift, if you remember, he goes, "I am your father, Buzz." No! It's so cringe. But
And then he falls off and then he dies.
Yeah.
But then 2 seconds later he's back.
So here's a fun fact about Tangled. Now in the wedding scene there's 2 missing seats. And those seats were for the King and Queen of Arendelle.
as in Frozen.
Yep.
Yes.
For Frozen.
And also, to then spin off of that, in Frozen, Rapunzel and Flynn show up at the castle when they have their opening day.
So the Disney universe is connected.
Yep.
Also,
Yeah.
I swear, right, this is another one. We're bouncing off here. I know we're going crazy here, but in Hercules, there's a Scar rug. Scar is a rug in that film.
Yeah.
It's goddamn hilarious.
Yeah.
I think.
Including in The Incredibles, where there's a photo of Mr. Incredible and Dash after they caught Bruce the shark from Finding Nemo.
How the fuck did they do that?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Bruce is an almighty tanked shark.
Literally, he's a great white. How can you catch that?
Apparently they can. The Incredibles are so
Yeah.
strong. Mr. Incredible just probably one punched him. That was it.
Yeah.
I don't know. But also, there's some references, I think, in Indiana Jones to Star Wars as well.
Yes.
Or at least in the Lego Indiana Jones game, there definitely is. But
That's
another
not a
time.
film, it doesn't
Yeah,
count.
that's
but
not-
I swear in the films there are references to
Yes,
Star Wars
yeah.
throughout, obviously because George Lucas and Steven Spielberg. But also Ferris Bueller's Day Off. That also has a reference to Star Wars in the car scene when they play the Imperial March, isn't it?
Funny enough, that was the first ever reference to Star Wars allowed in a film by George Lucas.
And obviously it's been used in many other films.
Yep.
I mean, if you want to talk about Easter eggs, have you seen Ready Player One?
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
entire film is just
Yeah,
full of them.
Yeah.
From video games to
Yeah.
obviously the Shining reference,
Yeah.
to Star Wars reference, to so
Absolutely.
many things. It just
Yeah.
goes on.
To
And
the
Oh, no,
Thundercats.
To the DeLorean.
yeah, it's so damn cool. Like.
King Kong.
Did you also know that in Shrek, Lord Farquaad is modelled after the then Disney CEO Michael Eisner?
Ooh.
Oh, well, I mean, he must have been like, his speech. Some of you may die, but it's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. Some of you may be fired, but it's a.
Yes.
Even small nods. For example, Akaza. So if you guys know about Demon Slayer, Akaza's blood demon art is based off his love,
Yeah.
kind of, and his fighting style and martial art. But his whole snowflake thing is basically the hair. What was it? The hair clip she had.
Yeah, it was.
Fun fact for you if you didn't
Yeah.
know that. And obviously, if you want to talk about Gyu,
Yeah.
you know about
Get
him.
me started. Okay, so Gyu's Hori is half of Sarito's and half of his sister's. There's a fun fact.
Yeah, for the memory of his
Yeah.
sister and best friend.
And how much of a fairy he says he is. He's not.
No, yeah, that's
Yeah.
Adult Simba in The Lion King, the cartoon, not the live action one.
because fuck that movie. Anyway,
Adult Simba in that film is voiced by Ferris Bueller himself, Matthew Broderick.
Disney like to reference their own films in each film. To be honest.
They do it at the end of every single end credit scene with like a symbol.
Yeah, they do, and you're like, oh, that's a
Yeah.
reference to a previous film. They do that a lot with the Pixar movies.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like in all the Pixar films, the Luxo ball like shows up.
Yeah.
I swear,
The Pizza Planet truck shows up.
I swear,
Pretty cool,
Up's
it
got
shows
quite
up.
a lot of them as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know Up has the rose from
Is that
Beauty and the Beast?
Yes.
What? That's
does.
crazy. I didn't know that. Damn. Disney out here like, look at these references to our films. We can do this. Universal, you can't. It's like,
Did you also know that Disney actually gave the green light for Snow White to be used in Gremlins?
what?
Which, by the way, is a Warner Brothers movie. Speaking of Gremlins,
That's got many references too.
at the start of the movie when Billy is running past the cinema, it reads the words "A boy's life, watch the skies," which at the time was a E.T. reference.
I swear there's
Yeah.
references as well in like Terminator, and
Mhm.
the Terminator's got a few.
Oh yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
also a brilliant film, by the way.
Mhm.
But a lot of films throughout the time have other films that, like Back to the Future. God damn, it's full of them. If you
I mean, Back to the Future originally, did anybody know this? Michael J. Fox wasn't actually the guy playing Marty in the beginning.
Oh, wasn't it?
More on that later.
it was what was his name?
It was Eric Stoltz.
Yeah, he didn't get the role, thankfully,
No,
idea who that
because
is.
I don't think I could have seen
Also,
anyone else do it.
you know, I think her name is it's either Jan or Jen from The American Office. Yeah, she was originally Jennifer in Back to the Future 1
Damn.
before they recast with Michael J. Fox.
Obviously, Michael J. Fox is iconic now, and
Yeah.
love Back to the Future. It's one of the best films of all time.
Mm-hmm.
Jaws. I think there's been a few references to Jaws in other films.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's like we're gonna need a bigger boat, like a reference to that.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's another reference with the orca. The orca also is named as something else in another film, but I can't remember which one it is.
But it's similar to Jaws.
Also, whenever Steven Spielberg was coming up with an idea for a film, he would sit in the boat on the studio tour.
Because he's like, I need to think of a film. Let's do it that way. Which
Yeah,
is so
until they
funny.
chopped it up.
But do you know in Tangled, the prince from Beauty and the Beast, before he turned into the Beast,
Mm-hmm.
is in a portrait
Yes,
in the castle?
that's right.
Damn. Look at that.
It's like a blink and you miss it.
I mean, I think even Little Mermaid's got references to, or Aladdin's got a reference to something else
Mm-hmm.
a few times, like in the cave sequence.
Yeah.
There's so many like small things you blink and you miss, but you're like, oh my god, that's paying homage to something that came
yeah.
before it. I know that Disney, the new films nowadays, like to obviously they're basically remakes of the stuff, so it is at least.
I mean, yeah. I mean,
itself.
they don't really add
Boring,
anything.
though.
They don't really add anything in the remakes.
Mhm.
It's mostly in the cartoons because they can hide things.
Yeah.
Also, a fun fact about a recent film actually, Zootopia 2 is full of references to so many films like Frozen, for example.
Mhm.
There's a massive reference in there, the way they film one of the sequences where the lynx is walking through the snow. It's like,
Yeah.
that's so Elsa when she's walking through the snow about to sing, "Let
Mhm.
it go."
Yeah.
Don't like
There's
that
also,
song. Yeah, it's
there's
not
also a
great.
couple. There's also another fact in that, as in one of the lynxes in Zootopia 2 is voiced by Macaulay Culkin,
Yeah,
who
there's
is the kid from Home Alone.
also Dwayne the Rock Johnson voices an elephant in it. Don't know if you knew
Yes.
that.
Bob Iger voices a tiger in it.
Named.
Bob Tiger.
So stupid, man. But there's also a reference to some of their other Disney films as other classics, like Silence of the Lambs.
Yes.
That was actually a cool reference. I was like, oh, cool.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of paying homages to other.
Mhm.
But Frozen has the most,
Yeah.
to be honest. Don't know why, but yeah, Zootopia 2.
Yeah.
Right, do you know Boo from Monsters Inc. was actually in Toy Story?
Yeah, she's in Toy Story 3. She's in the Sunnyside Daycare.
Oh, really?
hugging Lotso in one of the scenes. Yeah.
That's so sad.
It's
I know.
also she's nearly in
villain.
all. She's in quite a few of the Disney films, by the way.
Yeah, a lot of them.
She's in Monsters Inc. She's in Brave. She's in Toy Story 3. She's in like so many of them.
I mean,
It's
another
insane.
funny reference to a more modern like MCU film, Deadpool and Wolverine. Oh no, sorry, Deadpool 2. Deadpool does the swinging thing with the bullets. That's a reference to one of the X-Men movies where he did that terrible cringy scene
In X-Men Origins,
yeah, it's so bad.
But
that was
also
a reference.
in that one scene as well, he says, "Give me your best shot, One-Eyed Willie," which is a reference to one of Josh Brolin's early roles in The Goonies.
It's just
So
again, it's so funny
because
but-
One-Eyed Willie is actually the pirate that they end up finding dead in like a pirate ship at the end of the film.
Yeah.
That's where
Spoilers.
Deadpool
Then again, it's-
Wolverine obviously is also full of cameos as well, but you guys probably know that 'cause it's so obvious, especially with the Blade one, and that's hilarious.
Yeah, but then again,
Retarded.
one thing you guys probably didn't know is that in the first Deadpool movie, when his head is smacking against the car radio in the first fight that you see in the film, right? It does like this sort of da 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 noise. That's from the 1960s Batman TV show.
Damn. And I
Yeah.
think that's just some of the many references that you guys probably didn't know, but there's obviously some. If you guys knew any, feel free to let us know in the comments. But
Oh, absolutely.
basically, with all that being said, for the first episode, I've been Ed.
I'm Callum.
I've been Jordan.
You've
been you. We've been Real Frills. And that's a wrap. Goodbye!
Real thrills.